Hello, and welcome to Bree Lynn TV. This week, obviously, Alex is not here with me. It's because spring break is now over and I am back at college and she is still at home. So our videos will now be posted from one of us, either or, but we're still going to try and do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So don't worry, the videos will keep coming. What I'm going to talk about today is getting started to go to college. This is always a big problem, and if you really don't have an older sister or sibling or a friend who's already in college, you don't really have that extra set of tips or anything on how to be successful with going to college. So I'm just going to give a little bit of tips on how to get that process started. The first and biggest thing I would say would be to obviously get your FAFSA in. A big thing that you don't really think about is money. What you're worried about is your roommate and where you're going to live, where you're going, but the biggest thing that I would say is get your FAFSA in. And that can be submitted on January 1st. So the earlier you do it, the more money you're guaranteed. Also, the next thing that would be the biggest thing that I would say to worry about is, yes, the roommate situation, of course. You really need to think about if you want a single room, a double room, if you want to be in a triple, buy out your double if your college does have that option. So living situations can also be a big problem or something that will really stress you. Just really get to know your roommate. You do have options for most colleges, some sort of Match.com, I would say, thing where they try and match you with people who you are most compatible with and who have the same living styles as you. If you're a quiet person and you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you don't want to be living with someone who stays up every night, parties, has to study with music on, things like that. Things that you don't even think about could go wrong. Me and my first situation with my roommate did not happen. She smells weird. Things just went the wrong way. So just make sure that you really get to know them. Hang out with them. That's not weird. You want to be friends with your roommate. They're there to help you, and they will be a positive, it will be a positive environment for you to learn and for you to transition from high school to college. Now the fun part begins. What is your room going to look like? Where are you going to go? Have you gone on visits already? Also, wherever you plan on going, you want to make sure that you have talked with that admissions counselor. Getting to know your admissions counselors can really benefit you because they can help you with scholarships or any type of questions that you may or may not have. Going and visiting the campus more than once you get apply and you get accepted, you should go and visit that college again to make sure that this is where you want to go, especially if you have 2 or 3 options. Like me, I had more than one option, so I obviously went and revisited once I got accepted into the colleges and narrowed it down from there. Also, when you go to college, you want to make sure that you are going for the right reasons. If you don't know what you want to do, you should probably go to your community college and figure that out. Take your gen eds. Don't waste the money on going to a university when you're still a little undecided. If you have the money to do that, go ahead right away, but it also, going to the community college helps you transition into the college type of classes. But money situations came up and I almost had to go to the community college. So just make sure that even though you don't think about it, money is a big problem. I pay for my schooling myself. So if you know that you're going to have to pay for school yourself, you really need to try and get those scholarships, because once you get into college, it's going to be a lot harder to get the scholarships in when you're coming in as an incoming freshman. So really, just to recap, your first thing that you want to do is make sure that you get your FAFSA in. You want to make sure that everything is correct. You've talked to financial aid, 2 different colleges, because you can set up your FAFSA to different, you can send it to different colleges and you will receive a financial aid package for different colleges. Just make sure that this is set up before you really think about where you're going, because this could determine on if you're going to go to a private college or a state school. So that's just really a big thing. I know with my experience, I thought I was going to go to a private school. I didn't really think about it. A week after classes already started, I had to switch. I had to go to a state school because I could not afford to go. So you don't have my situation. You really need to think about the money, because this is something you don't really think about until the last minute, and it could really alter your plans. So that is just really what I want to stress. Your FAFSA and visiting your colleges, getting to know your roommate, and getting to know yourself really about how you want to live. If you want to live in a single room, you should do that. Don't just live in a double because you think it's going to benefit you. College is really for you and your studies, not for you to make friends. So hopefully this video helps you on how to get started for college and things. Any questions or comments or concern, write below and subscribe to our videos. Throughout the week there should be more videos to come up on Breland TV. So make sure that you keep coming back and subscribing and telling your friends. You can also post a response video. We would love to hear questions, comments, concerns, anything, ideas that you think that we should talk about, anything really. Just keep checking back. Bye.